Oh, okay. Is this going? Okay. Hi, guys. I'm a little drunk. I've been drinking some Mike's Hard, you know. But I'm gonna do like my makeup routine, okay? I already did my foundation. For primer, I didn't put any on because I'm just gonna take it off in like 3 hours. But usually, I use this little free sample from Sephora. It's the Pomegranate Balancing Cream Gel Moisturizer Oily and Combination Skin by Korres. Korres. It's from 1996. If you want to look at that shit. Oh, just dropped it. So for foundation, I used my Y6 brush from Morphe, and I used the Tarte Empowered Hybrid Gel Foundation in shade Fair Light Neutral. I'm gonna be like a beauty guru right now, and that's what the freaking thingy looks like. So next, I'm gonna go in with some concealer. Damn. This is the Tarte Shape Tape in shade Fair Neutral. Is that what this one is? Huh. This one's Fair Light Neutral. This one's Fair Neutral. The Fair was too light. It made me look like I was a ghost. So we're just gonna roll with this. I didn't dampen my beauty blender because I'm lazy as fuck. So we're just gonna, I just spilled it. Whoops. We're just gonna use the Y6 brush again, and I got my handy dandy mirror here, so don't mind me. I don't like a whole lot of concealer just because it makes you look washed out. So I just kind of like, and this stuff is really pigmented, like really pigmented. So I just kind of like, I just like dab, 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 dab. I just kind of like do it like in a little like triangle thing, but then like it, yeah, you'll see. And then I do here a little bit. I do the tip of my nose and then my chin. My chin. Whoops. Okay, that's gonna go back in the bag. I'm gonna get my handy dandy Y6. And I like to blend this shit first just because it makes me feel better about my life. And I use like little dabbing motions. Also my bush, my bush. I don't have a bush, I shave. My brush is a little dirty, so it might come out just a little bit patchy. But who gives a shit? You know what I mean? You feel me, girlfriend? And then like I carry like this down my nose a little bit. My nose does not take like foundation or concealer very well, so I don't really like to go over it that much because it looks cakey. Alright, and now we're just gonna blend underneath of the eye. Oh. Alright, and then this little divot in my face does not pick up anything, so that's just always going to be a thing with my face. But you know how it is. Alright, next we're going to set the concealer. Found it. Oh, wow, I'm blind. With the Laura Mercier setting powder, translucent loose setting powder. This is, I don't know what shade this is. It doesn't really say. But to set it, I'm going to use, I'm going to use this little brush right here. This is a Morphe M504 brush. I'm just going to dab a little bit, because if I put too much, like, it looks really cakey. My skin is really weird. I just, like, put that much on. Eye sweep. Just a little eye sweep, and then we're Gucci, fam. I don't really set this stuff just because it gets cakey. Now we're done with that. We're gonna move on to contour, which is the most nerve-wracking part of the entire thing, because if you fuck up your contour, your whole face is fucked up. Just saying. Oh, wow. Okay. This is a Sephora palette. Yeah, it's just a Sephora contour palette. I don't know. It was $30. It was cheaper than a lot of the other shit in the store. So I've switched up on which brushes I use for contour. I'm kind of living. I'm gonna use this Real Techniques brush. This Real Techniques brush. I don't know like what they said it's used for, but I'm gonna use it for my contour. And I'm gonna dive in. I'm gonna dive in with with this shade right here. I'm just gonna, and this stuff is like really pigmented, so you gotta have a light hand when you use it. So we're just gonna dab, 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 and then we're just gonna let's pray. All right, and you want to do it from like the center of your ear to your cheek. And I don't like to go like all the way in with my contour just because my face looks weird when I do that. So my cheeks made a noise. Honest to God, that's like the best contour I've ever done. Whoops. All right, and then I like to go in a little bit, tap off the excess. And I like to do it on my temples just because like it brings my face. And I feel like, I don't know, maybe I'm just psychotic. I mean, I am, but you know, just because I feel like it kind of makes my face look a little bit thinned out. Right, and now, I'm gonna keep this Real Techniques stippling brush on hand, because it's a good blender for shit. All right, so next, I'm gonna use this other, I'm gonna use this other Real Techniques brush, and I'm gonna use that. Bruh. Okay, well, we have an issue. I don't know where my Hoola bronzer, fuck, it's right here. Next, I'm gonna go in with this Hoola by Benefit bronzer with this Real Techniques brush. And this stuff is really pigmented too, so you gotta be careful. And I'm just gonna tap, 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 tap. And then get the excess off. And then I'm just gonna go in like right over my contour. How does that look? Oh, I look like shit. Because I'm drunk. Now me, I'm a bronzer kind of girl. I love to bronze. That's just me. Now I'm going to do the same to the other side. I'm actually going to use this mirror because there's a big mirror right there. That's my chair that you hear. Sorry, not sorry. Alright, and now I'm going to take that Hoola bronzer and I'm going to go across my forehead with it.
Power off.
Oh! Whoa! Girlfriend, you know, if you don't pay attention to her for like fucking 5 minutes, she turns off. She's so needy. This is why I don't have a girlfriend. This is why I have a boyfriend, because they aren't as needy as girls are, you know what I mean? could never date a girl just for that reason. I mean, like, girls are hot and stuff. And I would totally have sex with one, but the dating shit just ain't for me. Too high maintenance. Because I'm high maintenance myself, and I couldn't handle someone else who's high maintenance. You feel me? Alright. Next, I use this Hoola bronzer, and I, like, don't really have a jawline, because, like, I kind of don't have a chin. So I just, like, kind of sweep, like, right here to kind of, like, try and define that jaw. I think I learned this from Nikki Tutorials, who did that. But, like, she did it, like, all the way up here, but I did that once, and it looked like I had a fucking beard. So we're not gonna do that. Next, I'm gonna go back in with my Sephora palette, and I use this shade right there for more bronze, and I'm gonna use a Morphe. This is a Y7, even though the number and shit is brushed off. I just remembered because I have a great memory when I want to. Oh, my hair. Blending's a lot of work, man. Alright. I think we are in the home stretch. Excuse me. Alright, that's Gucci and the Coochie. Next, we're going to use this Benefit Hervana blush. It looks like this on the, oh my god, I'm hitting pan a little bit. I think it's because I dropped it. It looks like that on the inside. It has like different shades and shit, but I just mixed that all together. And I'm going to be using a Morphe G40 brush. And then I just swivel. And like, I already have like a really bright red undertone to my face. So I don't like to use a whole lot of blush. So I just kind of just a teensy weensy little bit. Alright. Now that the face is basically done, we're going to move to brows. I use the Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil. I couldn't tell you what shade this is. I hope it says it on here because I've been, oh, okay. This is shade number 3. So one side it has a spoolie and the other side it has the pencil itself. I don't like to use like dip powder a whole lot because it doesn't really work that well for me. So I get the spoolie and I just kind of brush my hairs. I'm gonna bring out the trusty dusty mirror. And then I go underneath first and then like kind of fill it in. I don't like my brows to look like super drawn on because that look just does not work for me. So I like to make my brows look as natural as possible. So bear with me. All right, so we're just gonna draw underneath. And then I go up. Oh, whoops. And I like go up and I go through that a little bit. And then we'll brush it out to blend it. And then I'll do back here a little bit because my hair is like super like thin down here. It always has been. Alright, that's not too bad. It's alright. It'll do. You know? It'll do. Who gives a fuck? I'm gonna do the same with this eyebrow. This one's a little bit easier because this eyebrow is like better shaped than my other one. I don't know why. Some like it honestly like it goes back and forth. Like sometimes this eyebrow is better than sometimes that one's better. Just depends on how my hair is that month. But and you want your eyebrows to be sisters, not twins. Because if they look like twins, you're going to look like a fucking psychopath. Just saying. Alright, that's Gucci. We're good. Seal this shit back up. Next, we're going to do the eyes. I'm not going to do eyeshadow just because I really never do eyeshadow. Because, I mean, like, it's cute, but it makes me, like, kind of look washed out in pictures. It makes me look kind of weird in pictures, so. And I, like, honestly, I'm not really in the mood to be doing all that jazz. Oh, this is the Urban Decay eyeshadow potion. It's primer. This is in shade Original. I just, like, get a little bit on my brush. On the applicator. Whoops. And then I just kind of, like, dab it on my eye. And then I use this Morphe E21 brush. It looks like that. It's, like, kind of slanted. There's a hair on it. And I just, yeah. And I'll do the same with the other side. Dude, I feel like for most of this video I've been, like, out of the frame. But it's fine. Everything is fine, dude. Alright. And then, because my eyes crease really bad, I go back in. Did I put it back? I don't fucking know. This isn't it. Oh, I put it back in here. I go back in with this brush and I set my eyes with that just because my eyes crease really bad. I just use it a little bit. That was a lot. Whoops. Alright. Now that that's all taken care of. Okay. Cakey and ugly as ever. For Gucci. Gotta seal this back. And then I'm gonna go in with the Tarte. I use a lot of Tarte. I'm a Tarte girl. This is the Tarte Tarteist mascara. It looks like this. And the wand looks like that. I was using the Better Than Sex mascara, but it made my eyelashes, like, clumpy, so I switched to this, and I haven't gone back. And, like, I haven't used any other mascaras, because this shit gives me the best eyelashes. But pray for me, because this is going to be a disaster. I have to pee. And then I do my bottom eyelashes last. That's just me. Okay. Ouch. Alright. Oops. We're gonna do the bottom lashes. Doesn't look half as bad. And now a little trick that I do personally, just because I don't really like to use eyeliner that much. I'll show you. I'm going to be using the Jaclyn Hill Morphe eyeshadow palette. And this is a brush that I got from the Naked 3 palette from Urban Decay. I'm going to be using that side of the brush. And I'm going to tap into this black shade. Oh, you probably can't see it. The black shade at the very bottom. And I'm just going to like coat my upper waterliner, whatever the fuck that's called. And like this stuff is really pigmented, so. And I'm probably gonna flinch and I'm probably gonna tear up, but it's fine. Beauty is pain. I just kind of like tap it a little bit. Whoa, went blind for like 2 seconds. And see, it just like darkens it up without like having that eyeshadow. Not the eyeshadow, the eyeliner. Alright, that's Gucci. And now we're going to do the last thing, but not really least. Highlight. I'm going to be using the Tarte Pro Glow palette. It looks like this. Honestly, like, it was 62 bucks, but it, honest to God, it was not worth it. This highlight palette is not that good. There's a whole bunch of fallout. And I mean, just, it's not that great, you know? But I mean, it was like $62, so I'm obviously going to use it. I'm going to be using the shade Fire. I'm just going to tap into it a little bit. It is really pigmented. That's what it's got going, but it's not my first choice. And then I'll do it like a little bit on my nose. And then on my Cupid's bow. Alright, we're Gucci. So yeah, I mean, like, honestly, I don't really use lipstick. I just kind of, like, use chapstick. Oh, setting spray. Duh, Ashley May. I'm going to be using the Morphe Continuing Mist Setting Spray. This is my shit. It looks like this. I have used this MAC Prep and Prime. It's alright. This stuff is really fat because, like, you don't have to, like, keep clicking. It just goes. Because it's a continuing mist, so it's like hairspray. Oh, it's cold. Alright. Well, that's the finished look. This is how I do my makeup, like 98% of the time. Hope y'all enjoyed. You learned something valuable. Probably not, because I'm not that good at makeup, but it's chill. Have a good night. Peace out. Gucci.